All right, so, yep.
We meant to talk about certain things and I forgot because of this.
Oh, we didn't. That's true. That's okay. We still have a section between these two sessions in which we can talk
it's
about
just
those
that this
things.
camera thing threw me off.
That's all right.
What is happening? Why aren't you here?
His camera's not working for some reason, which is odd because it's a new camera, but probably needs to be unplugged and plugged back in again, but it's behind the machine and doesn't have access to that. So waiting for someone to come along and assist. So I'm going to put the mute button on you, Barry.
Yeah, things are going on over here that I hadn't planned on. Yep.
That's all right. So have your finger ready for us.
Done it.
You did it.
There you are.
Did it himself. Perfect. I don't even have to do it. Joy. So here we are, Chicago. Last week on Chicago by Night, 1999, Jimmy got rightly fucked up by Philippe Rigaud.
As he did.
And everyone was sad. Mercy, I believe, ran off to visit the Prince of Gary, Modius, to beg for clemency so that Chase would be able to turn Jimmy, the retainer, into a vampire in case he was unable to survive the healing required from the rather unpleasant injuries that he had had inflicted upon him by the Sabbat leader Philippe Rigaud. Dun, dun, dun.
I went over what I was saying at the time.
Oh yeah.
And to Prince Modius, I was very unspecific about what I wanted. I asked for permission for a ghoul to be made into a vampire. And then I never had a chance to continue
to actually
to give him like the specifics. So
whose ghoul and by which vampire?
Well, technically, like it was like I would like this, and then it was kind of like a different tangent, so she might explore that herself.
Right. Okay. Well, that could be interesting.
Would be interesting.
Yep. You can see where that goes. I'll be curious.
Me too.
Yeah. Barry, are you there? Just checking.
I am there.
Excellent. All right. So, does anyone recall specifically where we left things? Did we put people to bed?
No, but we can say we did. Because of how it ended, we pretty much just all separated. We can say it's a new day.
Yeah. I just listened to the end too, and I was a bit like,
and,
that doesn't tell me much.
And well, what's the name? Mercy is blackmailing me for $1 million.
Mercy is blackmailing you for $1 million. That is right. Mercy is right. That's right. Okay, so I'm going to start with you today, Chase. You wake up.
La-di-da-di-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. I'll figure out one of these phones one day. I could call somebody. I do have retainers, but they might start thinking I'm dumb if I can't work at my own phone. Okay. Yes, it's a good. Yeah, I could give up and just call them. Yeah, but Jimmy's busy on the getting better, and
Jimmy's busy on the helicopter.
I'm now in Belle's place because I went with Jimmy to Belle's to
Wow. So
yes, and I'm busy here working out a phone. Okay, because I threw mine away.
Right, so you've got a new cell phone and you're putting all your numbers into it again.
Yeah, and I'm trying to work it out.
That's tedious.
I don't want the embarrassment of going to ask Belle or...
Well, Zora can come up to you and she says, are you okay there?
Dora, I'm absolutely fine.
Are you sure?
Crap.
Is that
I lost it.
You have a new phone, don't you?
How did you guess?
Well, it looks like a new phone. The box is there.
Oh, yeah. I suppose I should hide that away. I'm trying to put in all the addresses and stuff, and I keep losing it all the time, and it keeps sending it to somewhere else.
I don't think it's sending it anywhere. It's just not saving it properly.
Okay, don't tell anybody, but I can't read the writing either.
Listen, why don't you give me the phone? I will fix it for you. Give me some time with that.
Okay, thank you. Oh, gee, I'm reading the Chinese. No wonder I can't understand it. Hang on.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Oh,
Look, go, and I will give you the phone when it's done, all right?
Thank you very much.
I think Bella will be awake probably by now.
Oh, she might be with one of her boyfriends or something. I don't know.
That's true. Who knows? I don't know if she came home last night. She was out with that guy, Yaryan.
Yeah. Well, she's probably with one of her boyfriends. Oh, he might be. That's right. I remember who he is now. Okay. Well, I'll leave you with my phone, and I'll go and find me something to Well, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Tell Jimmy I'll be back in a minute.
Right. Click.
But bye.
Oh, she's not actually on the phone. Why are we
No, she closes the phone.
She closes your phone, yeah, and she walks off with it. That's what she does. She takes your phone and your old phone, and then Bella, for your information, she copies out all the numbers in it onto a piece of paper as well, and just has a spare copy just so that you have all of Chase's phone contacts on his phone. Because she's a little bit devious despite her pure innocence.
Okay. So unnecessary, but that's lovely.
Chase wouldn't care, I don't think. He's busy and occupied.
Probably more for her sake.
Maybe. Could be, yeah.
Because now he's going down the road.
All right, so Chase, where are you going?
I'm kind of going to look for something I'm looking for sustenance.
I see. Sustenance. All right. So
yeah,
Bella, yeah.
Because I doubt if Belle has any blood in her fridge or anything, really. You know.
Be lucky to find a carrot.
Yeah.
Mind you, Zora would have some food, but it's all vegetarian. Yeah. Definitely.
And human.
And that would not be good for me at this point in time. So one down the road.
All right. So you go wandering down the road, and you're going to go hunting, and I'll get back to you about that in a minute. You tell me. You think about who you're hunting. Tell me a story in 1 minute when I come back to you from Bella. You're
right. I am probably with Manil. Zora would have gotten some clothes for Manil, so I'd just be like, okay, try this on.
Okay.
Oh, and I'd like teach him how to use the bathroom and everything so he can groom himself. I'm not gonna go.
Right.
I'm not gonna be there with him. Privacy.
Okay. All right. Can you make a charisma and leadership skill roll, please?
Sure. 1 moment while I get this prepared. Charisma, leadership. Just a 1.
1 success. Okay. He learns the basic skills that you're teaching him.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Just smell nice. And we probably have some like cologne for him. So we can go through them. We have options. And then we'll like try and tidy up his hair. And try and make him look well-to-do as he wants to be.
Groom him as a well-to-do fellow of the century of the time. All right, fair enough. So you pretty much, as far as well-to-do, we're talking like a suit, Italian suit sort of thing, that type of deal? Or is it a little bit more?
Kind of want to start him off with something a bit more casual, something that he can use every day. Right. A suit is probably not something he could use every day. That's for for other things. But we will get him a suit as well.
All right.
We'll
Okay.
just try all sorts of things out.
All right.
Yeah.
He really likes, you discover, shiny modern materials that he's never seen before, that are like metallic blue or something like that. That type of fabrics that are the sorts of things he's never seen before because he's been asleep for a long time. So yeah, he's some of it could be considered tacky, but it's he doesn't actually have a tacky palette. It's just some of that stuff he's just never seen it, so it's novel. Yeah.
We could always do something with that, like maybe a tie. So you can have the texture and the reflective look, but it won't be so prominent because it's a little bit jarring for people. Although you should check out my wardrobe, and then it's just like the opposite of subtlety. It's like all 70s stuff, you know, bright colors everywhere. So I really can't say. But all my stuff is from 2 decades ago. So
very well.
But this looks great, and we can get you like a really nice tie, nice satin one for you.
Thank you. All right, so Chase, you got to go feeding.
Yes, I am.
So tell us a story about your feeding.
I'm looking for a lady of the night.
Yeah, so you find a lady of the night.
Yes, I pay her some money.
Any specifics on this lady of night?
Someone with, well, you know, someone pretty and nice, and you know, I'm not fussy. I just want to partake.
That's quite fussy for a lady of the night, to be honest.
Yeah, well, you know, I've got to have some decorum.
I see. Okay.
Some decorum, and basically, you know, go find a room.
I see. Okay, and then you feed.
And do the old domination thing.
Right, dominate. And at the end of the dominate, let's just have a look at your character sheet, Chase Hamilton. Just want to check.
Dominate, haven't I?
Oh, you do have dominate, but the question is not if you have dominate, but how much. You have level 2 dominate, which is not enough to make people forget things.
No, but I can relax her and you know, just be like a customer, and then when she's relaxed enough and she's calm enough, I will partake, give her the best love bite she's ever had.
I see. And then you lick the wound, I assume.
Yes.
I see. And do you, I mean, what you can do with your level of dominate is you can command her to never speak of this.
And I do.
All right. Okay. All right. So you do all that, and that's like an hour worth of business.
Yeah, because I've also practiced that, even though you don't need to. When I've gone to jugglers, I practiced there.
Right.
My dominate too. At their feeding time, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Okay, so you come back from feeding.
Yes.
What are you going to do after that? See
how Jimmy is?
Jimmy is much the same as he was an hour ago.
Is he still playing on it? Because you said before we finished that he was playing on it a bit.
I don't know that he's playing on it. He's just genuinely needs time to rest. He's been hideously maimed. You know, it's only been one night. So he needs to recover psychologically as well as physically.
I didn't wake up with his cup of tea on top of me or anything like that.
No.
He didn't use me like a table. Okay.
Oh, he might have, but you would have definitely moved anything that was on you by the time you woke up.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know about it.
Okay, just check on him, make sure he's all right, make sure he's comfortable.
Yep, he's got a notepad and he's working on some designs.
and ask him if he wants a coffee or a cup of tea or something.
Yep, he will take a cup of tea, thank you.
Okay, he'll go and
I lied.
make
Coffee. He doesn't drink tea. He's American. What the
coffee.
fuck?
Coffee. Yeah, okay. I'll get him a cup of coffee. I know how he likes it.
Excellent. All right. Very good. Anything else you'd like to do?
Ring up Jules
Jules, all right.
and see how things are going about repair and how much that will cost.
Right. Well, Jules, okay, so Jules says to you, let's do this phone conversation. You call up Jules. She answers the phone. She says, is that you, Chase?
That is me.
We need to have a meeting, I think.
Okay. All right. You and me, or you and me and everybody else?
She walks into the room with her phone at her ear and turns her phone off, and she says, you and me.
Okay. On the way, boss.
You're standing in front of her.
Oh.
That's what I said. She walked into the room.
Oh, okay.
With her phone, and then turns the phone off.
All right. I hadn't realized she came.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I sit and I say, yes.
We need to get out of here. This is a stupid place to stay. They know where we are now. There's no way we can defend this.
Okay, we would just suggest back home.
I don't have a clue, but I say that not here, anywhere but here. This is like a prime target. We don't have probably more than a few hours or even days at the most to get out of here before somebody attacks this place. They know where it is. They put a hole through the wall, they took Jimmy and they plastered him up on a helicopter right here.
Russell, I was at Bell's place.
Oh, sorry, at Bell's place.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My apologies. Okay, this is on the phone then.
Okay. Now, yeah.
She is a Malkavian ghoul, isn't she?
She is a Malkavian ghoul now.
Move everything else. Find a place you can rent really quick, and make it as how can you say? Make it so it's not an obvious place.
For sure.
All right.
I'll have a look and see what I can do, okay?
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Just telling you that we're going to need to move on. We can still use this place for something.
Yeah.
But we have to be careful what. Maybe it could be a honey trap.
All right. Let's do that. Let's see if we can't look like we're repairing it, so they think they must be really stupid they're staying in the same place, and set it up as a honey trap.
All right, let's do that. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Don't go back there, okay?
No, I won't go back.
All right. Very good. Thank you. She hangs up. Charlie.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, Bells was doing what she was doing. Mercy.
Mercy.
She's going to bring her brother.
Okay.
And ask for a meeting.
Okay. Jason answers the phone. He says, hello.
Hello. This is obviously Mercy.
If it isn't my favorite sister, Mercy.
Better be your favorite.
How can I help you?
Can we meet somewhere?
We can. Where would you like to meet?
Well, are you out or what? Can I show up at yours?
You can come to my haven, yes, I suppose.
Okay. We'll see you shortly then.
I'll meet you in the lobby.
Okay. And I will get that arranged.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so several minutes later, you are entering the lobby at Jason's apartment block. You see Jason sitting down in the lobby. The place is empty except for him. and he's sitting in a big sofa. There's a coffee table and another sofa on the other side of the coffee table.
I'll sit on the other sofa.
Welcome. So, how can I help you, sister? By the
Well,
way, here's a rose. He passes you a rose.
well, thank you.
I got it at a gas station. It's okay.
I'll like just put it on the table. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, yesterday, the Sabat ended up like blowing their way into Chase's home, taking
Really?
his ghoul and strapping him up by the veins to a helicopter.
Wow, that's some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah,
I wish I'd thought of that.
it's kind of impressive. Yeah. Because of my change of heart, I went and had a chat to Modius to try and make it so that he could turn him into a vampire, which he hasn't done yet.
Yeah.
And in return, I offered him a minor boon, and basically I was going to help clean up his house. I would like your help to switch this around so I can get the most out of this. Now, what I'm thinking is I do the chores. I look after the house and whatnot. Well, that means that he hasn't fulfilled his side of the bargain, and maybe we could turn that around and make it into something else.
You are a devious person, Mercy.
But I need your help with that because I need to know what to say in order to trigger him to make it so this happens.
Right. So you're hoping my lawyering expertise will come in handy with the Camarilla.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Both of us could get something out of this.
Like what?
I don't know.
What do you expect is the best thing you could get out of this?
I mean,
Besides
we
being
could own.
chastised for trying to trick the prince.
It's fine. It's
Is
just
it?
Modius. The
Just
people in
Modius?
Chicago will laugh at him, right?
I don't know. It's interesting. Modius had a lot of respect a little while ago. Maybe 100 years before my time. But I've heard about him. He wasn't always like this. Our dear Prince Loden bashed him down.
Well, let's bash him down a little further. Let's make him our bitch.
Well, he's kind of already Loden's bitch. We have to be very careful whose toes we step on.
That's true. The thing is, like, he holds the key to Gary.
What do you want to do in Gary?
We could do anything in Gary.
Well, that's true.
We can make Gary ours. We can make it in such a way that Malkavians end up running Gary.
Why would we want to live in Gary for? Gary is a fucking shithole.
The shithole now.
There's nothing in Gary. There's
Not yet.
Gary is a one industry town, and that industry is dead.
I was thinking of bringing in a new industry.
Oh, crazy?
Technology.
Oh, yeah? You mean like Silicon Valley, something like that?
We make it into Silicon Valley, yeah. It's so loud.
Mercy, what the fuck do you know about Silicon Valley? You happen to have some tech whiz kids, friends of yours?
No, but we can get them.
You got any MIT graduates in your pocket?
No, but we can get them. And you know how hard it is? Not very. As soon as they leave, they want a job. They want all of it, right? Financial stability, etc. We get them as soon as they get out of school. We can make it so that they have signed up to us, but without telling them that they're going to be going to Gary. We can make it so that they've got a place to live in Gary. We could pretty much own this. We've got this. We're the smart ones of the Malkavians.
This sounds like a lot of work, though.
Hmm. Fun.
Does it? Is it though? Is it fun?
Yeah, it's
You
fun.
know, I mean, he looks down at his pocket and he takes this is a plastic shower cap in his pocket, which he takes out of his white suit jacket,
Okay.
and he flicks some blood off it on the floor. Damn it, it's getting in my jacket. Yeah, fun. You want to know about fun? Fun is what's going on in my apartment right now that you just pulled me out of. That's fun. What you're talking about is hard work and labor.
Which could eventually give us power.
What are we going to do with that?
We lord it over people.
We can do that anyway.
But people aren't looking at us like we are any sort of threat. I kind of like that idea. I want to be as powerful as a Ben True.
You want them to look at you like you're some kind of threat?
Yeah, like a mob boss or something.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, Mercy, I wasn't going to tell you anything about this because honestly, I didn't trust you, but maybe we do need to talk. He looks around. He goes, come with me.
Okay.
Gets
Stand
in the
up.
elevator.
I'll take the rose.
He starts going up in the elevator. Keeps going up. Gets to his apartment. Keeps going up.
Right.
Gets to the roof. You've been on this roof before. One time.
Yeah.
Last time you came on this roof, it was sunrise and sunset because you were still a human. It was the day of your vampiric birth.
Yeah.
Right. And you and fucking everybody was here, Jin and the whole works. And yeah, Jason takes you up to the very roof of the building and closes the door and steps out of the elevator. And you go out to the windy roof and he says, so, what do you know about vampire history?
Nothing, obviously. I literally
Nothing?
been a vampire for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I thought
I've
you'd
learned
say
as
something
much.
like that.
I've learned as much as what people have told me. I'd like to listen to people. So
He turns around and he goes,
fill me in.
I had these guys come to me a couple of months back asking me if I wanted to join the Sabbat.
Okay. Then what'd you do?
I told them to fuck off because why would I want to join the Sabbat? I can do everything they do without them. I don't need them. What do I need them for? However, that was with a different purpose. See, the difference between me and you, Mercy, is that I don't need that kind of temporal power that you're seeking. I'm not looking for affirmation in the same way. I have a different agenda.
What's that?
It's hard to describe, and I'm not sure I can. I have to do a lot of self-work before I can get to that point. But it seems to me that it's clear that you're looking for power and you're looking for an opportunity to wield it. And if that's what you really want, you could consider going anti-tribute. I could point the way. You know how you were so worried about your face and shit getting fucked up from vampirism?
Definitely, yeah.
You ever noticed how the Sabbat don't have that problem?
Well,
but yet they do all kinds of shit that you
I'll
would
be
have thought.
honest. I haven't actually seen a Sabbat member up close.
Haven't you? Maybe you should talk to them next time you see them and find out what it is they have to say, because it's not all stupid.
Okay, I'll ask.
Well, you know, I'm just saying.
Let's be honest, the Chimera are boring anyway. And it's like you said, we don't work for them.
Well, look, if you want to be a free operator the way that you seem to want to be, You could go anywhere. You could create your own fucking community. You could go out to fucking Illinois, fucking wherever the fuck, Tennessee, start your own community, be the prince in 2 days.
Be the prince.
Of course, you might get like some highfalutin, smart-ass fucking archon might come along and say, "This is Camarilla territory. You can't be the prince here," and think he can kill you off or something. But actually, I think you'd find yourself within your rights to be able to say that actually there was no prince here before, and it's me now. So you could get away with that. Further to that, I suppose you might get the Spat come along and try something similar. They might try and just kill you off. But if they didn't even know that you were there, if there was no vampires in that town before you started, you could build all kinds of resources. The trick is finding somewhere where there ain't no vampires.
That's an interesting idea. I'll talk to them. But like all my coterie and stuff, they're very, very much against this about and all that. So.
Well, isn't that funny that you're part of the Chicago Queen coterie and all? After all, they were the vampire killing, Sabat killing community, weren't they?
Yeah,
that was the whole point. So if you did that, it would be a complete turncoat switcheroo. You would make yourself a pariah and an enemy of the state.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that.
Well, okay.
Honestly, if I could take over Gary without being a Sabat person, I make it my own.
That's what you want? You want Gary.
It's just such a fail, you know? It reminds me of how I grew up. Because I'm from... Sorry, yeah?
Well, here's the thing. Why don't you go to Prince Loden and say, "Prince Loden, I would like to be the Prince of Gary."
Okay, I love this. Do you think he'll say yes?
I think that if you were to put the idea in the heads of the right vampires, it might float.
Okay. I'm going to go ask him.
But there would be a trade-off for this.
Well, I could always make it so that, you know, the whole like, the bone thing. Well, you know, if I could get him in Prince Modius in my pocket, then I could give that.
What do you think would happen with Modius, though? Oh, Modius is quite old, and he and Loden have had a rivalry for a long time. If Modius was to reobtain his confidence in his true powers, if he was to get back his willpower, he would be, let's just say he's not a complete flake.
So what, you think I should maybe be friends with Modius instead, and then we could take over Chicago?
I think you should destroy Modius.
Oh. You're really giving me mixed signals.
Point is, you need to destroy him before he gets his power back.
Okay.
Before he recovers his mind. He is still crushed and devastated at the losses he has suffered at the hands of Loden. And as soon as he realizes that things are the way they are, he will come out of his shell and he will begin to build back his power base. If he is to reach out to the old world, things would get even tougher for Loden, because Modius may well have contacts in the old world with Vienna, with the Toreadors, perhaps even in London, who knows?
Right. So I probably shouldn't clean his place up then. I just think if I did, he's a Toreador, he'll feel that like surge of rejuvenation.
If you clean his house, yeah, I mean, that's not in and of itself gonna solve all his problems.
No.
His bigger issue is the fact that Juggler's on his doorstep, and there's a lot of anarchs in Gary. The anarchs run Gary right now. Camarilla nominally controls it, but it's just in name.
I'm not sure the way to go with that.
Well, have a think about it.
Should I ever chat to Prince Loden?
You want to have a chat to Prince Loden? Yeah.
Should I?
Well, if you want to. But this is the thing, Mercy. This is the thing. If Loden says yes, he is going to want to control you. He is going to want to have locks and keys and power to make sure that you are his puppet.
Right. I don't really like being puppeted.
Well, that's what you have in common with the Anarchs and what you have in common with the Sabbat. But if you want to play with the Camarilla, well, you're going to have to be smarter than that.
Maybe I should do what you do. Just be friends with everyone up until you find the right string to pull.
That is correct.
Okay. I like this.
This
is good.
Correct. We don't need titles. We need access to everything.
Access to everything. By the way, I couldn't figure out like what Ericto could do because she's like kind of gone radio silent.
Oh, well.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. I'm sure
also,
she has her reasons.
Chase has lost his stuff as well, so he probably won't need a lawyer at the moment. But I am blackmailing him for money, so.
You're blackmailing Chase for money?
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't got any.
Well, he's gonna give it to me regardless. He owes me.
He owes you?
He owes me.
What does he owe you for?
He owes me for going to Prince Modius and getting permission for his ghoul.
But he didn't make the ghoul a vampire, did he?
No.
And neither did you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah. Either I get the money or I take the favor for myself.
Well, I wish you luck, Mercy. I love the fact that you are so ambitious and that you have plans.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've also been reading up on this is the wrong person. Hold on. I've been reading up on hold the thought, please.
Please hold the line.
Thank you. Been reading up on law and politics so I can screw them over.
Wow. That's nice. We can have a chat about that sometime.
Mm-hmm. I stole one of your books. I'm sorry.
You'll bring it back though, won't you?
Maybe.
You'd better.
Okay.
I will find you and I will.
You know where I live. You already know where I live.
That's true, I do. But your lovely boyfriend might accidentally trip over and break his neck.
At least there'll give me a reason to turn someone on Gary.
Right. Well, I'm going to leave all that with you.
Okay.
I certainly don't know anything about it.
No, of course not.
Please wipe that from my brain.
All right. Start leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start leaving.
Yep.
All right. Fair enough. And he follows you and says, well, goodbye. I'm going to leave you here. And you go in the lift down and he gets off at his floor.
Yeah. And I think.
You think. All right.
Yeah.
Well, while you're thinking, I'll go over to Chase. Or potentially Peter.
Peter is working on getting him a new bike.
Peter, you have a new bike by now. It was easily replaced.
But he also wants to see if there were any cameras where the truck hit him.
There were.
Okay, so he's going to find out if the thing was accidental or on purpose.
It was, in fact, accidental.
Okay. He's just making sure.
Yep, no, good investigating.
Just wondering if, he made a new enemy.
Right.
Well, he has made a new enemy, but yeah.
Yep, no, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like it was an accident.
Okay.
And out of game, if you remember, it was because you rolled like 4 1s.
Oh, I know, but
But
you know, you
he
might have
in
turned that into
character.
something more
That's true. I could have.
and not told me.
That's true. I could have.
Okay, not that I don't trust you, Russell. It's just that I don't trust you.
I cooked you an egg.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right. Now he knows it was accidental. He's not so unrelaxed.
All right.
Okay.
So what do you do after that then?
He'll go and visit his favorite charge.
His favorite charge. Oh.
Yes.
Well, you get to her house and she's not there.
That's good. I wonder what she's up to.
Incidentally, Mercy, where's Mimi?
Mimi is at the house of Willa.
With Willa. Okay, so when you get to the house, you can tell there's a light on, and you can hear television from outside through the open window on the second floor. There is a tree outside the house that goes up to approximately the second floor. There's a branch that would allow you to get up to the windowsill if you really wanted to.
You're saying something, you're muted.
If Barry's talking, we're deaf to it.
No, I'm not talking.
Okay.
I'm not talking.
Yeah. So
I'm listening. I
I
am listening.
Okay. So you're listening at the window. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, not me. No.
Not you. Okay.
You told me she wasn't there.
Well, Mercy's not there, but there is somebody there, and there's a TV on.
Oh, well, I'm assuming that's her goal.
Right. Fair enough. Okay, so what would you like to do?
I will go to that lady's place with all the, herbal crap and the jewels, the little, glassy things and.
Yep, crystals and the high priestess is the place.
I'll go there and find out what everybody's up to.
Okay. On your way there.
Don't tell me I hit another truck.
No, but you get a phone call.
Yes.
Brother.
Wait a minute. Gotta stop this thing.
Brother, it is Elzbieta here.
My lady.
We should meet this night. There's things to speak of. Jurgis has a new task for you, and he's asked me to show you how.
Elzbieta is my sire.
Elzbieta is not your sire. Elzbieta is your brood. She's your brood.
You changed it to a woman because everybody was connected to the other guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. Elzbieta is.
You could be right. Okay. I've just gotten so used to everybody being the child of Jurgis.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so
I'm the odd one out.
Very well then. She says the same thing, but with her as the sire.
Yep. As you wish.
When you are free, you'll come to me.
I will always be free for you, my sire.
Do not butter me up, Pieter. I will have your limbs.
I do not like butter, and I never do it.
You speak a lot of trash.
That woman has problems. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you are going to go and visit Elzbieta?
Yep.
All right. And you find her in her area of the sewer.
Yeah.
In her haven. And you find her waiting for you.
Yeah.
There's a radio in the background playing some Eastern European folk music. It sounds kind of tinny on a little radio. The reception's quite bad from here because you're underground. And she steps forward towards you as you come in. At last you have come. Are you well, Peter?
I am.
You are.
I am.
Tell me of your life with the other vampires. She comes close to you and examines the buttons on your jacket.
I have joined, what is this?
The coterie. They changed
coterie.
their name, you tell me.
Yes.
What is the new name they gave it?
Minerva's Shield.
Ah, yes, Minerva's Shield. And who is your charge?
From what I can see, there is no one really in charge, but sometimes they look towards one called Chase.
Who is your charge?
Who is my charge? My charge is, of course, Mercy. Mercy. Yes.
And have you learned anything from her?
Nothing really, except she is obsessed with one human being.
I see. I see.
And she is trying to live a fantasy, I think.
A fantasy? Ah, why do you say this?
She has a child.
Ah, a child. They have not been made a vampire, have they?
Not to my knowledge.
What is the status of this child?
It is, I have seen it, but I have not come close to it, if you know what I mean.
So, you do not know its status yet?
Not yet.
And you will find out soon, then?
Yes, I will.
Ah. You need to find more information. Your methods are failing you. Your direct approach to our subject matter is perhaps weakening your mind as they interfere with your emotions. You are too close to your subjects.
At least that is the way you see it, my son.
Should we find out if it is the way that Khalid sees it?
I have my way, what can I say?
You do not be careful, you do not endanger all of us. That one is volatile. She should not know that.
Precisely my point, my sire. She is volatile, very volatile. Not just normal volatile, but very. She trusts nobody, I think. But she lives in this fantasy. And I feel you cannot disturb this fantasy if you want to find out the information. You have to do it on her terms, or her volatility will cost us all.
You are not understanding me, child. Her sire and her broodmates, among them is the one Newberry. Perhaps you do not know this, but he is among the most despised vampires in the city. Do you know that?
I have not come in contact with him much at all.
I see. Well, perhaps you should add him to your list of charges then, and we will share information. Because he is said to have had contact with the Sabbat, and we are concerned that she will be drawn to them too.
I've only known Mercy a short time.
Yes.
But I would guarantee that she walks her own step
You guarantee this, child?
So what I am saying is it could go, as you say, one way or the other. Easily with her. Of course I
You
will.
need to stay close to her in case the Sabbat approach her, but they will not approach her if they know you're there.
They may approach me.
Perhaps they might approach you, but they will be very cautious approaching you.
Of course.
They know that you are among the Nosferatu. We are not so easy to corrupt as the Malkavians.
I've already done battle with Philippe Ragoud.
You've done battle with regard. Out of game, did you report this?
Eh?
Out of game, did he report that?
I'm reporting it to her now.
To her now, okay.
Yeah.
When was this? Tonight?
No, last night. Or were we in the same night? I can't remember.
Last night.
Last night.
And how did he fare?
I think, to be honest, he was playing with me. I think he wanted to see what I could do.
Did he demonstrate any powers that we can know things from?
He obfuscated.
So he has this capacity too.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Then he is even more terrifying than we thought.
I thought the same thing myself. But I do not know if he can see people who are obfuscated yet.
We should test this. You should find a way to test this.
That was my next idea, but I wanted your approval first.
Have you infiltrated the coterie?
I am a member.
That was very easy.
Too easy, I think.
Perhaps. Nonetheless, you've taken the position of Tony Perez. I will find the information that he gathered for us and I will pass it to you in a private package.
Thank you, my sire.
Very well. Remember this, it was the venture that saw our kin die. They are the ones we blame for orchestrating his death.
All right.
Well, if that is all then, Peter, I should let you go.
I will try all your suggestions, my sire.
And you have ghouls, boy.
I have ghouls among the street people, yes, and animals.
Are you using them to their potential?
Now is the time to do so. This is the right time, according to my plan.
Ah, yes. Good. Well, I will expect more reports in the future.
Yes, my lady. So shall it be.
My lady is not necessary. I am not such.
You are my sire. You could crush me like a twig.
Sire, yes. Lady, no. Crush you like a twig, yes. But lady, no. Now go. Go.
I go.
Before I crush you like a twig.
He disappears.
All right. You go. Very good. Charlie,
Yeah.
You got any scenes in mind you want to do next with any particular characters?
Yes, Bells has been
Bells?
meaning to check the emails that she has for a while because she got what's his name? Bobby.
Brennan
Bobby
Thornhill, Bobby
Bobby
Weatherbottom.
Witherbottom. She got him to like look up information about a certain someone, aka Jason.
Okay.
This was like maybe 3 sessions ago or something.
So this is Bella getting info on Jason Newberry.
Yeah, because she was concerned that the whole she's trying to explore.
Yep, I remember that.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, she was trying to explore the actual case, and this was information that had been forwarded to you by Horatio Ballard.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, it's worth having a look.
Yeah, you can at least explore
whether there's anything or not.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, she goes on the computer, just steps away from everyone.
All right.
And
you open up a chat with Bobby Weatherbottom.
Do you? I don't know.
ICQ.
He said he was going to email info, or something. Okay. I don't know.
All right. Well, okay. So he sends you an email. You probably do have an email from him. You find in your spam folder.
Okay.
And like, fuck, I missed that one. He says in his email, give me a call if you'd like to meet about this.
Okay. I give him a call.
All right. Hello?
Hi, this is Belladonna.
Belladonna. Yeah, sure. This is Bobby here. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great.
You want to? Good. Yeah, we should probably meet after the little job you gave me. I obviously completed that. Been looking into it. I'm continuing to look into it. In fact.
Thank you.
Where's a good place? I mean, you could have this meeting at the Sears Tower if you want at Secure Corp.
Sure, we can go there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, unless you want to meet somewhere else secure. But there's nowhere more secure than Secure Corp. You know what I mean?
I actually would prefer not meeting there.
Okay. Where's a good place for you? I mean, Annabelle Triabelle's mansion is a pretty good hot spot too for hanging out, but
you'd like to go to her place?
Well, I'm planning to go there later. There's a party up there at about 11. I'm sure I could probably invite you and a friend if you want, if you got a friend or something.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Sure. Besides that, I could come to you, I suppose, but it would be a lot later.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind, come over here to the High Priestess.
To the High Priestess? Mm-hmm. Okay. Whereabouts is that?
Near North Side.
Oh yeah, of course it is. I've got your details right here. And he tells you the color of the house next to yours. You're next to the blue house with the. Yeah, I see. Okay, I'll be there shortly.
Oh, okay. Maybe meet me at I'll say another location that's a few doors down because Manil is hiding the place. Because Manil's there and he's hiding it. So
right.
So it's probably one of those situations where people might not be able to find it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to help him get there.
Okay. So you're going to. All right. So you're going to meet him a few doors down.
Yeah.
All right. About half an hour later, he will arrive. What are you going to do in the meantime?
I'm going to make the place look nice. I owe him a thank you, so I'm going to make a little basket of goodies for him.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't cost too much because we're already losing money because people can't find us. So during the day, we can't sell anything. I'm losing money.
You just realized. That's hilarious. Oh
okay.
no!
It's
oh
fine.
no!
It's
that
fine.
sucks. Oh dear. Okay, Manil has to move out. He's beginning to realize. He should have been at Barry's place where Jimmy was. That would have saved Jimmy's life.
Yeah.
Anyway, never mind. Well, Jimmy did survive, so there you go.
Yay!
All right, so you're doing that, and you're going to meet him up the road a little way. Barry, which of your characters does what for 30 minutes?
Well, let me see now. I'm not supposed to go back to our base. I'm talking about Chase. So I will go horse riding.
Horse riding. All right.
Aw.
Chase goes horse riding.
Like, I love that. Super
Yeah.
cute.
All right.
And he has found a plant.
Mm-hmm.
A plant that would suit the area, that belongs to the area.
Okay. A plant. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Rosa is at the riding range when you get there, the Andalusian ranch, and she will meet you.
And I'm gonna buy a book on helicopters.
A book on helicopters.
Yeah. Okay. A simple book on helicopters.
Very good. Rosa will ask you if you want to go riding with her and for your second lesson.
Yeah, he says fine, and he says, "Oh, look, I happen to find this plant that really needs a home. I know you're probably busy, but could you look after it for me?"
She thanks you profusely for it and says, "Just please put it over there. That would be good."
Okay. All right. And can we see Doyle on the way, please?
Oh, that's if we can find him. Who knows where he is from day to day?
I'm sure you could find anybody.
Why do you say that?
You look intelligent to me.
Well, you might be surprised. I'm not the smartest person in the world.
And Russell, he's bought himself a cowboy hat.
Okay, so Chase is wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Chase has got a cowboy hat on now. Are we talking like a leather cowboy hat, a Stetson cowboy hat?
No, proper Stetson cowboy hat.
Stetson, okay,
yeah.
Okay. Does it curl up at the sides or is it flat?
Yeah.
It does, okay. All right. I'll expect a picture by next week.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Classless chaps.
Right.
You're on a horse.
Yep. All right, so you go riding around with Rosa. You eventually do find Doyle, and you approach Doyle, and he's holding up a dead rabbit in one hand, examining it in the moonlight as you approach.
Okay.
He looks over to you. You came back again?
Yes, Mr. Doyle.
You come here a lot.
Well, I like riding.
Oh yeah.
And I like coming to visit you.
Uh-huh.
I bought something for you, if you wouldn't mind, that you might like to have a look at.
You got something for me to look at?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're interested, if you're not, it doesn't matter.
I don't know yet. You haven't. You ain't shown it to me yet. I can't tell you whether I'm interested or not.
True enough.
I ain't seen it yet.
True enough.
How can I know?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So maybe what you got to do, Mr. Chase, Mr. Chase, is to show me the thing.
Okay.
Then I will know if I'm interested or not.
Okay. Right. I fly helicopters for a living.
He looks at you.
I thought I'd bring you a book on helicopters to show you what kind of thing I do.
I ain't never seen a book like this before. Okay. He takes the book. Okay. You giving this to me?
Yeah.
Oh, turns the page. I don't like that one. There's got a lot of fire in that picture.
Okay, well
that's a fire fighting helicopter.
Yeah, and sadly, I hope you'll forgive me. I used to fly one of those helicopters.
You used to fight fires.
Yeah, with helicopters.
Okay.
See how the fire is in the forest? Well, these helicopters put it out.
Oh, that's that's probably a good idea.
Well, yeah. At the time, it was a good idea, but it can be a dangerous job. I only did it temporary for a little while.
You shouldn't do that anymore.
Oh, I don't do it anymore. I don't fly those helicopters
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. You could get burned up.
Yeah. And in my present condition, that would be a bad thing, huh?
Yeah, you get burned. You could die.
Now, on this page over here, this is called a Huey.
Huey.
Yes, and I
That
used to fly those ones.
you fly all these helicopters, Mister
Well, not
Chase.
all of them, just this and that one there.
What about this big one with the two fans on top of the roof?
I did. I flew the one with two fans because I traded places with a friend of mine.
Oh, what was his name or her name?
His name, well, they didn't have girls flying helicopters in those days.
Why
But,
not?
well, because it wasn't thought of as the thing to do in the day. But girls used to fly helicopters to transport them from one place to another.
Okay.
Yeah, but they couldn't be in the middle of a war. They weren't allowed to be in the middle of a war.
I see. I was not allowed to be in the. Yeah. Okay.
So that's the kind of thing I did. So I thought you might like to look at the pictures, and if you get bored with it, you can throw it away, and you know.
Well, my pa told me that if someone give you something, you say thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Sure. Okay.
One day, if you like, when I get my helicopter going, I'll take you up in one. You want to go up in one?
You would take me for a ride in your helicopter.
Of course, you're my friend, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but you sure wouldn't have to. It would be mighty nice of you.
I promise you, when I get my helicopter going, you'll get a ride.
Okay.
Makes a lot of noise, though.
Yeah. I hear them from time to time. They come over here at the ranch, and you see them fly past very, very fast. They scare the birds away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they do. Anyway, I should give you some time by yourself. Have a good look at the pictures.
Okay, Mr. Chase. You have a good time by yourself too.
I will.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
And off you go on your horses. All right. Mercy.
Mercy.
Where are you,
Okay.
Mercy? What's Mercy doing?
Mercy is I'm not sure what she's gonna go do after that. She's probably just gonna go home and try and sort out what she's going to do from here. After having a chat to Jason, it's kind of become a bit more
Has to think now.
She has to think about what she wants.
Right.
And when she wants it.
When she wants it.
Yeah.
So she's gone home to think about her life.
But I think what's most important is that what she wants is right outside over across the road. So she has a little think, and then she's like, well, I haven't seen him today. I better hop over.
Right.
Not sure what time it is, but yeah, it'll be a late meal if I bring it over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go over and you knock on the door.
Yep.
The door buzzer, the alarm doesn't. Nobody answers immediately. It just keeps ringing. But the car's here, and there is a light on in the house.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna sneak up. I'm gonna go get changed and do something less good dressing looking. Well, that's
All right.
bad English. She's gonna dress up into her like running attire.
Okay.
And then she's gonna climb up and try and see what's going on in his bedroom.
In the bedroom. Okay.
Yeah. Is it his bedroom?
The light's on in the bedroom, but there doesn't seem to be anybody in the bedroom. The cupboard door is wide open. You can see a whole bunch of suits and clothes hanging up in the cupboard. You can see one light on. The bed seems to be unmade, and there is a door open in the hallway. You can see something moving in the bathroom, but you can't tell what. Can you make a perception alertness check, please?
Okay. Oh dear. 3.
3 successes. You can hear a woman's voice singing, and you can see steam from a shower.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna sneak around to the bathroom.
Okay, it's on the 2nd floor.
I am. Okay, sweet. What do I see? What do I see? Like
Okay.
I'll climb up. What do I see?
So you climb up to which to the bedroom?
I want to be able to see the bathroom.
The bathroom. Okay, so
as much as I can.
bathroom. Well, the bathroom is all opaque glass, so you can see the silhouette of a person having a shower.
Okay, it's all right, Mercy. You got this. You can do this. Okay. Okay, it's just one person there, right? Okay. Is there any way I could open this window?
From here, from where you are, not really. Not without. I mean, it's on the 2nd floor. You're going to have to make some serious climbing checks and stealth checks to get to that window without them noticing before you broke through it, or otherwise. I mean, it's not designed to be climbed through. It's not designed to be opened more than about 2 inches.
Right. Okay. I'm going to sit there and wait until they're done, and then I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to knock on the door when that person is sort of out of the bathroom and doing what they do.
You make a perception check.
Sure. 3.
3.
Yeah.
3. You see something. You think you see somebody move past on the right-hand side of you, like somebody up the road, maybe just crossing the road or something.
Okay. I'm going to be sneaky.
Okay,
and but do they see me?
Dex and stealth. Let's see.
Dex and stealth. 5.
5. Okay, yeah, you meld with the shadows.
Good. Is it Christopher?
You don't know who it is.
Okay. Can I perception that one, please?
No.
Let's see if I can.
You can't.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hop down. I'm gonna hop down and I'm going to just see.
All right, make a perception check. Perception alertness check.
7.
7 successes.
Yeah.
All right. There's a cat in the backyard. A car drives past. There's a gentle breeze. Person in the bathroom finishes up in the bathroom, dries her hair with a hairdryer, continues singing while she's doing that, puts on a bathrobe, turns off the bathroom light, and goes to another part of the house.
Okay. At that point, I will hop down. I will knock on the door or buzz. Yeah, and try and get their attention.
All right. About a minute later, you hear humming, and a woman in a black dress with short blonde hair in curlers, and not in curls, not in curlers, opens the door in front of you, and she says, "Can I help you?" And she's putting an earring into her, like a big loop into one of her ears.
Hi there. You can help me, actually.
What can I help you with? And in the background, you hear someone say, "Darling, is there someone at the door?" And you see this fellow step out in the background. It's not your beau, but they are holding Mimi in their arms. And he has a suit on and these little glasses.
I bring out my knives.
Does
like
Peter see this?
How
Peter
lovely.
is visiting his sire.
I'm going to try and use my my old dominate skills. Just get my other book out. Get my book of fuckery out.
Book of fuckery.
Okay.
We must all get our books of fuckery out at this point. I suspect this is the point at which the fuckery begins.
Yes. All right. Okay. I'm going to ask her to walk to Gary.
To walk to Gary.
Yeah.
Okay. You say that to her. All right. So you're going to make a.
I'm going to need you to take a walk to Gary.
Dominate check.
Yeah. Okay. Manipulation and leadership. Target's willpower.
Target's willpower. Target's willpower is 10.
Okay, 10. All right. I'm going to use a willpower.
Okay. Use a willpower to get it. Okay.
Oh, okay. So that's 0.
So 0 successes. And she looks at you and she goes, "I'm sorry. That sounds absurd. What are you talking about?"
Okay, well, I'm going to use Forgetful Mind. It's another dominate skill. It's not the same one.
She stabs you in the stomach with a knife.
I dodge.
Excellent dodge.
2.
2 successes. Okay. Can you soak, please?
I could certainly try, but probably not. She's not very good at that. Let's see. Soak. Okay, so she has 2 stamina. Just 1.
Just 1? Okay. You take a level of non-aggravated damage from the stab. And she laughs.
Give me my daughter.
And the guy at the back goes, "I don't think so. You take 1 move and she's dead. Now, you tell your little friends at the coterie to back the fuck off. Okay?
Back the fuck off of what?
You just tell them."
I don't even know who the fuck you are.
And he steps backwards and he vanishes, and she steps backwards and vanishes together with him. The pair of them disappear together at the same time with Mimi.
Well, I can use Auspex. So
You can try.
Good try. Okay. What should I roll?
Well, you're rolling perception alertness.
Okay.
What level Auspex do you have?
3. I got 4 successes on that.
Right. Let me just check a thing. 4 successes. Yep. So sadly, they disappear. You cannot see them. He has got enough Auspex to disappear, and you cannot see him, I'm afraid. You hear a door bang in the distance, the back of the house.
Okay. Now I look for Chris as well.
Okay, you look around the house.
Yeah.
And can you make a perception and investigation check, please?
Okay. That's the finance. Perception, finance. Your money is fucking off. 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
You find that the door to the basement has got like a rope tied around it.
Okay, I get my knives out, cut it off, put
All
my
right.
knives away, and open it. Run
Okay.
downstairs.
You go down the stairs and you find him tied up and gagged with masking tape next to the washing machine and the dryer, tied to a pipe, sobbing. His pants are wet. His clothes are bloody. He's got a mark on his head, and you see that there is a tire iron lying on the ground nearby.
Okay.
He's got blood on his hands too. His hands look like they've had a few grazes with something.
I'll go downstairs and cut him out of it.
And
carefully take the tape
he's
off.
just sobbing. It's like,
Are you okay?
watch out! They'll come back! They'll come back! They're gonna kill me! They're gonna kill me! I don't know what's going on.
I'm going to use the Forgetful Mind.
Okay.
And this might not be good, but we'll see. Subterfuge. What's his willpower at?
His willpower right now, his willpower is like 4. He wants to believe.
Yeah. Okay,
3
so
successes.
3. In that case, I can make slight alterations to memory. I'm gonna make it so that that some random person off the street did this, and they were only after money. However, they've been taken away by they've fucked off. Pretty much, they've fucked off, and they never mean to return.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
So just changed it a little.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, cut him out of it.
Okay. He's like, I need to go and clean myself up, and I have to call the cops. Have the cops been here yet?
No, they haven't. I'm sorry. I just saw the door open.
I've got to call them now. That those people are really very, very, very dangerous. I think my hand is broken. I need to go to the hospital.
I think that's a good idea.
All right.
Let me help you, and I'll help take him upstairs.
Okay.
I'll help him with whatever he needs. I'll go grab him some new clothes and whatnot. But
Right.
at the same time, when he's having a shower, I'm making a call to Chase.
Okay, Chase, your phone rings.
Let's go straight.
Hello?
This is Mercy.
Hi, Mercy.
The Sabat, I think it's a Sabat. I'm not sure. It could be some randoms. I don't know. It was a guy with like tiny spectacles, and a chick that is kind of a bitch. They took Mimi. So I'm kind of Mimi's my goal, by the way. I need your help to find her.
Yep, we'll get right on it.
Good. And then
You want us to come over to you, or you coming over to us?
I hang up, and I and I quickly go over to my place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
And I look through with my knives out.
Your
Where's Willa?
Willa be dead.
But like how though?
Okay. She's splayed open. She's graphically been brutally murdered. Although it seems they didn't take too long about it. Whatever they did to her was quick. They were more interested in getting Mimi out of there fast. So yeah, she's had her throat cut. You know what? I'm going to take all of that back. I lie. She's just exsanguinated. She has no blood in her, and she has no marks on her body. That makes a lot more sense to me.
Okay. Gotta stop messing with my emotions.
Sorry.
Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with you?
Somebody
Okay.
put a doll in her hand.
I pick up the doll. Hold it close. I'm going to make a phone call to Spencer the dispenser.
Oh, that's Spencer the dispenser. Spencer the
Yeah.
dispenser. This is the Spencer the dispenser before there was a Spencer the dispenser. So, all right. Phone answers. You don't hear anything on the other end. Just the phone stops ringing.
I know you're there. This is Mercy. I need your help.
What do you want my help with?
Basically, it's something that I shouldn't be saying over the phone.
What's the
would really
address?
like your help. It is this address in Westchester.
Okay, and what am I dealing with? How many seats are we looking at?
One.
One. Okay, so I'll book a ticket for one.
Ticket for one's perfect. Thank you.
All right. Is there anything else I need to know about this particular flight?
No, it's yeah, it'll be a quick, it'll be a short one.
Excellent. No cleanup required, I assume, then?
Nope, all is good.
Okay. I'll see you shortly.
Thank you. Bye.
Click.
So fancy. I'm so sorry, Willa. I never ever meant for this to happen to you. And you've done a great job of training Mimi. I know she'll be able to kick her ass out of there. I believe in her. She's got knives hidden everywhere. She is her mother's daughter. She'll come home to me. She's like,
that would be terrifying
like,
if she did, wouldn't it? That would be fucking terrifying if Mimi came just walking in with
covered in blood.
Blood and shit. She's like, oh, damn, what a day at the office today.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
So, Barry, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
After seeing my sire, I'll make my way back to the house.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So, Barry, I'm rolling a d10 for you. The number is 10. Charlie, I'm rolling a d10 for you. The number is 8. Peter, you get there before Charlie leaves. So, yeah, Charlie, you're wandering in the house when Peter turns up. I don't know whether he's going to unmask himself or not, but that's up to him.
What house, sorry?
This
Mercy?
is Mercy's house. Yeah.
Okay.
Still waiting for.
I'm leaving the house?
Huh?
I was going to wait for Spencer the dispenser, so I probably won't be leaving.
Yeah, so you're still there, exactly, when
okay.
Peter arrives.
I'll watch what's going on.
Okay. Well, Peter, you see that her ghoul is dead. And Mercy, seems to be a bit more strung out than usual.
I'm fucked up. Yeah, I'm not very happy.
I keep well away from Mercy. I make sure I'm positioned well away from her.
Okay.
And then I go, what happened?
What do you think happened?
Uh,
It wasn't me that did this. There's some other guys. This chick and this guy with the small dick.
what did they look like, Miss Pleasant?
Well, one looked like Johnny Depp. The other one, I don't know, some like real plain bitch.
Real plain bitch.
Yeah, real basic.
So could you be a bit more descriptive about Johnny Depp?
Oh, like his face looks like it was made by angels. Tim Burton hires him for all of his films. He has these deep set eyes.
Glasses, no glasses, long hair.
She
Oh,
said
he had
glasses. She said he had small glasses.
I said he had a small dick.
Oh,
That's not Philippe Rigaud, is it?
it is Philippe Rigaud.
It is Philippe Rigaud.
Oh, wow. Philippe loves you too.
He loves me so much he took my daughter away from me.
Wow. Knowing
He's
you,
messing with the
that won't
wrong
last
chick.
long. So,
Yes?
I'll go and find out if I can find some information.
Yeah, you go do that. Off you go. On your trike.
I wouldn't get too smart. We find things. You don't.
Well, go find things. I'm finding you annoying.
He gets in contact with his mates,
Okay.
especially the ones that know what's happening in the streets. Like, have they been watching her street?
She doesn't live in a street. She lives in a closed
So
complex.
they haven't got a connection to that close.
No, there are no street people here. They're not allowed in here. They have
Okay.
a gate. It's a gated
So he
community.
leaves a report that Philippe Rigaud has been to that area.
Okay. All right. Does he report that Philippe Rigaud has kidnapped her kid?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Kidnapped her ghoul and daughter. Kidnapped her daughter. And also, okay, where on the map is her home?
Where on the map is her home? Can you see the map?
Not on this one.
From one another.
Well, you're not in roll 20, are you, at the moment?
No.
What's Westchester? I don't know where that is in comparison to everything else.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the question that you're asking? What is it that you're trying to ascertain?
Okay.
Oh, I lost you, mate.
From all,
Start over.
okay. From all the things we know about him,
Yeah.
and from all the places he's been spotted,
Yeah.
have we figured out whether he has a particular pattern that maybe he might not even be so aware of? A particular area he covers.
Right. Good question. This is a good question. In order to figure that out, you probably need to go to the cave where you have a big map of Chicago on the wall, and you've been putting the plots in on the map, right? Because you told me you're making a murder board there.
I'll do that.
Right. Wait, which character is this? Is this Chase or this is Peter?
Peter's part of the group.
Peter is part of the group now. That's true. Okay, so at the cave, you go to the cave and you plot out these points on the map. What you might realize after making an investigation check, which I shall roll for you presently, Peter Wicks. Perception.
You know how they used to have little pins and put strings on them?
Exactly what you're doing.
He's doing that now.
Yep, that's what I figured. Okay, 2 successes for this. What can be said is that most of the locations have been between Gary and Chicago. There's been very few north of Chicago Central and very few south of Gary Central. There have been incidences as far out as the O'Hare Airport, but they're all fairly concentrated around Gary and Chicago in a kind of overlapping double helix shape. I hope that answers your question.
We will report that to Chase.
All right. So
and Bells and Mercy.
All right. So you just send that as an email to the whole group. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. You would say that the concentration of incidences involving regord have happened on the fringes of Gary and Chicago.
Okay, I also put that in.
Yeah.
I'm going to go upstairs, go to Willa's room, and start clearing her stuff out. Just putting it in a
Cardboard.
briefcase, suitcase or something,
Yes,
right?
okay, yeah.
Yeah, just chuck it all in there and make it look as if she never lived here.
Right, just casually toss her shit out on the street or what?
I'm gonna take it down and then wait beside her until Spencer gets here and helps me.
All right.
Take her away.
So Spencer gets here. So out of game for your sake, Barry. Once upon a time, Barry had a character called Spencer, the Spencer, who I stole and adapted, thinking that would never come up. Not only did I steal him, but I turned him into a ghoul, Barry. So I apologize. He was originally a vampire adventurer, but you weren't playing at that time, and I didn't have any clue that you would be. So apologies in advance. Spencer the Dispenser is a ghoul. I haven't even worked out whose ghoul he is actually. Did we know that?
He is Sophia.
He's Sophia's ghoul. Right. Yeah. That's right. So he's a Toreador.
He's a Toreador.
He's not even a Ventrue now. So sorry about that. But it's basic same character concept. If you want to play him, Barry.
No, he's perfect.
He's perfect. All right.
He's a perfect ghoul.
Sorry.
That gets rid of bodies.
All right, cool. So he turns up in with his vehicle, gets out of the car, looks at you, doesn't say a word, pops the boot, moves the body bag into the boot, into the trunk.
And takes the
suitcase, sticks that in the back seat, nods, gives you a card. You notice on the back of the card is a bank account number.
Right, what are you asking?
He goes, you can make a donation.
And I'll be like, I'm gonna use my manipulation. To be like, thank you for the first one being free.
He goes, so well, I can always send you an invoice if that helps.
Well, I'm not allowed to make this roll.
All right, go on.
What's his willpower?
His willpower's 8.
Okay. Oh, just one.
Just the one.
The more I practice, the better I'll get.
Yeah. He goes, yeah, 50,000.
Donation it is. Thank you.
Drives off.
Chase better come through with that cash. Jesus.
All right. So what's going on next, people?
So Chase doesn't know where to meet her, so
because she didn't tell him.
She didn't tell him.
Is there like any indication about where I would meet to go find Mimi again, or am I just waiting? Is there any notes in my place? It's not on my suburban housewife board of shit to do. Meet the savant.
No.
All right, I'm gonna make a call to Jason.
All right. Hello, you again.
Yep, that's me. I need you to tell me how I can get in touch with them.
What?
Because they've taken Mimi.
The fuck? What are you talking about?
I think it's the Sabat guys.
Okay, look, not now. I can't talk about this. I have to return some videotapes.
Off you go.
Hangs up the phone.
Jesus.
All right, I'll go. My other character, Nosferatu, will go back to the house.
Oh, that's so close.
You
like this. Okay.
Go back to the house. So, Peter, you're back at her house.
And it has a lack of a body in it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get the vacuum out.
Interesting.
So you're vacuuming the house when
Yeah.
Peter gets here. Okay. By yourself, alone in the house, vacuuming an empty house.
Yeah. I don't know where to find Mimi. I'm waiting for them to get in contact with me. So I'm vacuuming.
Out of game, it might be a long time. But that's okay. That's what she's doing. That's what she thinks. But there is a knock at the door.
I open the door.
It's your beau from across the road.
My face softens. Hello?
Hi. I was just wondering if you could drive me to the A&E.
Oh, okay. I only have a motorbike. Is that gonna be okay?
Oh fuck.
That's all right. You'll
It's
be
okay.
fine.
I'll get a taxi. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
No.
I'll be going. He turns around and starts walking off.
Well, I'll walk with him.
No, really. You don't have to do anything. It's okay. I can get myself there, I suppose. Unless you can.
I want to be here, and I will get the taxi. Okay.
Okay, this is what you see, Barry.
Yeah, I'm gonna order a taxi.
Call a taxi.
Yeah, call a taxi.
He's like, "Oh, what I owe you for that?"
I wouldn't mind you coming over for dinner sometime.
Well, as soon as my injuries are better, I'm more than happy to do that.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll wait for the taxi.
So
and I'll take him.
Okay, so you get in the taxi.
Yeah.
All right, and Peter, what are you doing when they get in the taxi?
I just follow the taxi.
Okay.
But there's a chance she could get hit again.
Okay. All right then. You follow the taxi. They go to the local hospital.
Yeah.
It's a local hospital, like the Chicago hospital, like Kindred Hospital.
It's not. That's not that hospital. It's a different hospital, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might be my next stop, actually.
I hear the pook echoes in the background in somebody's house. Damn things. Okay. So, you get to the hospital and you put him through the thing and they do the thing and they bandage him up and they give him some stitches and he gets a bunch of pills and stuff, and a couple of hours goes past, about 3 hours I suspect, at the hospital. All of that nonsense, A&E, etc. What are your other characters doing while that's all happening? What's Bella doing? What's Chase doing?
I was waiting for half an hour for Bobby to show up.
Okay, right. Bobby shows up. Of course he does.
And then I take him to my place, otherwise he'll never find it.
All right, and you walk him in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice place you got here.
Thank you.
I like the fountain.
Thank you. Everyone compliments it. Feel free to inquire about getting one, because they're selling really well. I have a gift for you. There's a little gift basket here, and it's just full of high priestess stuff, but not too much because I'm poor.
Wow.
Yeah, well, here you go.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate the thought.
Well, you're helping me. It's kind of the least I can do. I'm not very wealthy or anything.
Right. Well, do you need anything?
Well, you came here to tell me about the emails.
Right. Okay, well, I've looked into your email situation.
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe here to talk?
It's very safe here. By the way, I would have told Manil that he was coming.
Right. Okay. So Manil is out of sight.
Yeah.
Absolutely out of sight. Okay. All right. So Bobby comes in and he sits down and puts his laptop down next to him on the coffee table, and he says, "Well, I've been through all the IP addresses and emails and things, and I've set up a bot to collate all this data. There have been a couple of phone calls that have been routed through switches, and around about this point, Bella, your brain starts to, you're hearing wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, computers, blah.
Right. A whole bunch of techno babble, And what it results in is he believes that there has been contact between the Sabbat and Jason Newbury because of the fact that there seem to be some IP addresses and some other things in common. Some phone calls have been made, some emails have been sent. There's been and Jason's phone has been triangulated at several of the locations that have been Sabbat related now as well. One of them is the hotel that you guys, there was that big fight at where Jin went missing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Jason Newbury has been there for a couple of times on extended meetings. Yeah. So that's your basic evidence. That's what they've got.
Right.
If you can think of anything else that they might have, tell me, and I'll see what I think.
Don't know offense. This all proves that he's been either around them or following them or something. What is there anything solid here? That any recordings of him talking to them?
He plays you back some recordings, and in the recordings, he's like mostly umming and ahhing and listening to instructions on where to go to meet someone. They don't have deep conversations on these phone calls. They are really very fast phone calls, and the phone call's not even with anyone particular. It's just a ghoul telling them the address to meet at.
Right. Okay. This doesn't seem very good for him.
For Jason?
Well, I'm sort of trying to get Bobby's perspective of what we've found here.
Bobby nods. He says, well, that's true, but we don't have anything saying that he agreed with them or helped them. It may be that he's trying to track them down himself.
It's true. Okay. This is good. This is a start.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else I can help you with there?
Is there any way that we can get information from, like, how to get to the people that was talking to him about it? I don't know. Can we sort of predict the future from what we've been given? I don't know.
I don't do magic, lady, but the phones that they used were all burners. They're all gone. They've all been destroyed now.
Okay.
So they're taking precautions. That's what they do. They're like spies. They're very careful. It's hard for us to say anything concrete. They move around a lot. As to whether Mr. Newbury has been meeting with them, well, I mean, I suggest to you that you take this, and he hands you a little box. This has got some vehicle tracking devices inside it.
Oh.
And I suggest you stick one of these on whatever vehicles that he has.
Okay, I can do that. Okay, so they stick?
Yeah, he shows you how to work it, how to operate it. You stick it on, and then you press the button at the back of it, hold it down for 3 seconds, and it starts up the device. It's got a 72-hour battery life to transmit for.
Okay, I can do that. Thank you for all your help.
No problem. I have access to some other equipment too if you need it. Things like listening devices and that kind of thing. If you want to set up a post across the road from his house or from his apartment or something like that, and you want to listen through the window or something, you can use special directional microphones and that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So, if you're interested, I can run you through some of the techniques that are available to you and to us if you wanted.
It's a little bit over my head.
Okay.
Maybe we'll stick with this first. We'll build up.
All right. Well, we've already got some information there. How about that?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Well, if there's anything else or anyone else that you're interested in, give me a call.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't sure how this was going to go, but you're such a delight.
Oh, also, if you need any kind of upgrades right now, I can do a security upgrade on your phone that will really assist you. computers network that you have here. If you've got a router, I can assist you to keep that locked up nicely. We've got a number of tools that we've been developing of our own that we've found to be particularly effective.
Okay, sure. If you have the time.
Sure, I can do it now if you want.
Okay.
All right.
And as we go upstairs, I'm like, okay, we're coming upstairs now.
Okay. All right. No worries.
Yep. Might be suspicious, but no, this.
Can you make a perception and computer check, please?
It's not gonna be great. Perception computer. 2. Wow.
Well, he's definitely, he's got various tools with him, including discs and things that he seems to be carrying around. He plugs his laptop into your network. Your, you don't have a router here, do you? This is just the shop, isn't it?
Yeah. It'll have like whatever it takes to make the dial-up go.
Right. So you've got a it's not a router, it's a modem. A modem that goes bing, ding, 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 bang. Yep. Okay. All right, and it makes all of those noises as he gets it onto the internet, and you see him doing some stuff, and he downloads some stuff from a special folder online that he's gotten in some kind of locked up. You've never seen it before. Some kind of data locker that he has. And he's able to download some information from there and installs a program on your computer there. And he gets your phone and does some shit with your phone, opens up the back of it and seals the battery back up in there again. Yes, there you go. That should work a bit better. That should keep it a bit more secure.
Thank you.
Gives it back to you. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. And I guess I'll be off. You have a good night.
Yeah, the party at the Toreadors.
You want to come?
Yeah.
Well, should we get going then? It's going to start soon. That's my next stop.
Okay. I'll just go upstairs and get changed.
You do that.
No, I'm already here. Sorry. Maybe you could go downstairs and wait while I stay up here and get changed.
All right, sure. I don't mind.
And she'll do that. And while she's in there getting changed, she'll be talking to Zora, being like, okay, I need you to do all these things. For like, helping Manil out and all that, trying to teach him about the ways of the world, using the computer, what to do so. Yeah. Thank you. And I also need you all to stay safe.
All right.
And then she'll head off in her like hippie club gear.
Hippie club gear.
Yeah.
Very good.
So everyone else is having a terrible time. She's gone out partying. I can imagine this, like the whole Mercy situation never happened at this point because it was only half an hour.
Right.
But
Right, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're heading off to the Toreadors, to Annabelle Triabelle's mansion, Belladonna.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Chase, what are you doing?
Chase is actually trying to. He's gone back to the office.
He's gone back to the office. Okay, yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah. Well, he will find his Nosferatu compatriot there.
And we'll both work on it. Like, we're trying to knock it down to a basic somewhere which is more than the rest that he often gets seen at.
Right. Okay.
Because a lot of people can be creatures of habit and not know that. They naturally do things without,
Right. Yep, that makes sense. Well then, let's make a check for you, Chase. Chasity Chase. Let's see what we get.
After that, we will get on our bikes and check out each place that's more redder than the rest, if you know what I mean.
Right. I'm going to make an intelligence and investigation check first.
Okay, do that.
Yikes.
0 successes. Bloody hell. All right, so that was for Chase. Let's make one for Peter. One success for Peter. Okay, so the thing is, what you're finding is that these various locations in which Rigord and any of the Sabbat have been encountered at any given time, any of the locations that you've encountered Sabbat so far, or any of the coterie prior to your joining the coterie have encountered Sabbat so far, pretty random indeed. The only thing that seems to come up more than once is there is a river, and not even a river, it's you notice as you're going through this, there is a ground level sewer, like a canal, that goes along under some of the freeways, underneath the 90 freeway and the 30 freeway and the 6, into Gary, and then out to the coast, right to the edge of the water, very close to the location at which you discovered the Red Herring Fishing Company.
Okay, we're gonna go there again.
Okay, so you guys are going to drive down to the Red Herring Fishing Company.
Yes.
All right, very good.
And the master of sewers, as Chase calls them, he might find something that I wouldn't look for, if you know what I mean.
All right, so he's going to make a perception check of his own. All right.
I'll go with him,
Yeah.
so I can look too, but you know what I mean.
Yep, you can both make checks. So he's making a perception investigation check. This is Peter's check.
Nice.
Peter rolls 4 successes. All right. Peter, you uncover a panel in the side of the what is it called? It's not a hangar because it's for boats. It's a boat warehouse.
No.
Boat hangar? No. Anyway, behind some wooden boards, you discover
boathouse.
Yeah,
shed?
boathouse, boat shed. It's a boat shed. That's what there. Boathouse, boat shed. Close enough. Both equally good terms. You discover there's a room divided by a concrete wall that has 3 jet skis in it. They're all fueled up. There's a couple of tanks of fuel in there as well. They seem to be hidden there.
We'll look at the amount that is in the tanks.
Yeah, they look like they've been filled up.
In there, how far would it take them? Miles and miles, or?
Yeah, easily many miles. Yeah, jet skis can go a long way. They can go like 50 miles or 100 miles easily. It's like a car. They're not quite as fast as a car, but they're pretty fast. Like they go 90 kilometers an hour on the open water.
Okay. So conceivably, is any of them seem like it's been used recently, like the engine hot, anything like that?
No, none of them have been used in the last few hours for sure. Definitely not. Looking around this room now, because Peter found the room, and Chase, now I'm going to get you to roll as well. This is perception alertness, or is it investigation still? You're still investigating, aren't you? Okay. 3 successes from Chase. Chase, okay, so you find the maintenance tools, you find a whole bunch of paperwork for these things, all that sort of stuff. But then you find a cache of weapons hidden also in the wall behind some boarded up wood and some planks and a couple of what do you call them? The wooden things, wooden pallets that you put containers and shit on top of. And behind that, you find this cache of weapons, which includes a whole bunch of assault rifles and ammunition, grenades, and a mobile rocket launcher with several medium-range missiles ready to be used. And if you were to make a security check, intelligence and security, let's say, should we do that?
Yes.
Intelligence and security. Three successes. You would say that you could probably blow up a steamship or something with these types of rockets. You could take this rocket launcher out on a jet ski, stand up on a jet ski and launch it, fire it from remotely, and then get the fuck out of there pretty damn fast. You're so small, you'd have a very low radar signature or anything like that. It'd be hard for people to spot you. Yeah. Although there were sightings of a jet boat, so you don't know where the jet boat is. There's room for a jet boat in this boat house, but there's no jet boat.
Companion.
Sorry,
How would you?
Companion?
Chase says to his companion,
Hmm?
how about you take one lot of area on a jet ski and I take another lot of area and see if we can find a boat, a jet boat.
Okay. So,
and of course, Peter says, are you kidding? Do you know how big the ocean is?
well, it's not an ocean, it's a lake. Lake Michigan.
It's a big lake, though.
Yeah.
Do you know how big? Do you know how big this lake is? Yeah, I know, but what have we got to lose? Let's give it a go. All right, I'll do it. So they take a jet ski each.
All right.
And go out and have a look on different parts of the lake.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you make a Dex and Dodge check, please?
Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm. Who gets on a jet ski first?
Can we have a look and see if they're all right first?
Didn't say anything about that, though.
Didn't say
anything about that, though.
Always assume bombs.
I'm sorry. I feel bad, but that was what I was waiting for, was someone to look for something.
It's happened before. When you were Philippe.
Okay, I'm gonna roll Chase first. Dex and Dodge. Looks like 3 successes. Let's see. Okay, Chase, we're going to see if we can soak some damage. What do you got? You got any fortitude? No, but you got XP towards fortitude, so this might be what gives you your first dot of fortitude. So we're just trying to soak. Stamina. Okay. Chase, that was very bad. As for Peter, Peter.
Come on, guys. Both your characters can't die in one go. That would just be weird.
3 successes for him too. Okay, Chase is unconscious. You're in torpor, Chase. Peter, you are not in torpor, but you managed to avoid some of the damage. You've taken like 3 levels of aggravated burn damage from the explosion that set off all the fuel canisters inside the place. It's a wooden boat shed. It's on fire. You could try to grab Chase and pull him out if you want to try.
Oh my God.
You can get him to the water.
I'll go in. That's what I'm saying. I'll go into the water with Chase.
You're going to pull him into the water. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that will immediately put the fire on him out.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chase is unconscious, but yeah. And he's very damaged from burn marks. He's at full levels of five levels of aggravated damage, torpor. You're not very well either. 3 levels of aggravated damage, but still better than torpor. And so you go out underneath the side of the burning building and float out into the canal.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of refuse in the canal because this is the edge of Gary. There's a bunch of shit floating here. When I say shit, I mean detritus, not literally shit, although there probably is some actual shit floating here too.
Yeah.
There's cardboard boxes and bottles and trash. Bunch of birds fly away as you come closer, and you drag him out the other side of this onto the mud, up the concrete side of the the mud-covered concrete side of the canal.
Okay.
To the top where there's a broken galvanized wire fence running along the side, and you manage to heave him through a hole in that fence that you were able to make. Possibly with a tool that you might be carrying, I don't know, or you just rip it open.
Okay.
All right. You're now on the side of the road, but there's nobody here. It's a dead end street.
How far is my bike from here?
Your bike is on the other side of the canal, on the other side of the burning building. Like 100 meters probably.
Okay, we're going to have to go back into the water and get to the other side of the canal.
What are you going to do with Chase? Are you going to leave him on the side of the road?
I'm going to hide him.
Okay. Where are you going to hide him?
I'll find a place like a sewer drain. You know, drains that they have.
Let's have an investigation check for that. Peter, investigation. Four successes. Yeah, you find a place exactly like that and you put him in there.
And I hide him good.
Yep, makes sense. You're a nos.
And then go and get my
trike.
Okay,
and you bring the trike around.
Yeah.
Getting to the trike is a little tricky because it's close to a burning building and you're a vampire and Rostrek and all of that stuff.
I don't give a fuck, I'll still try.
Okay. All right, well, we're going to make a willpower.
I'm hooting like a buggery, so.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay, so Peter Wicks is going to make a Rostrek check, which is self-control. You are 3 levels down, so you've got -2 to your dice. Self-control is only 3, so you get 1 dice for this. Do you want to spend a willpower point?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so your willpower is there. 1 success, which is your willpower point. You manage to keep your shit together enough to get on your trike and you get away, and behind you the building is exploding in the background. And other buildings along that side of the place are catching fire. There's sirens going off.
Makes for a good Batman movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise going on now, and other people are getting a lot of notice around here. You fuck off and you go and get Chase's body, I assume.
Yep.
And after that, take him somewhere.
Yeah, I put him on the trike, get him on the trike.
Yep.
And go back to what's it called again? The temple the place of blessing and crystal.
The High Priestess?
Yeah, the High Priestess.
All right. Okay, so you get back to the High Priestess then. Takes about 30 minutes. A bit of a drive.
Quickly go to the door.
Uh-huh.
Look for bells. Can't find it probably.
Bells, are you at the High Priestess? No.
I went to the Toreador party.
Right.
I don't know
Okay.
any better.
I
What
heard
the fuck
ghouls
is
there.
happening?
I heard ghouls there.
I heard ghouls there.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Zora's there.
Yeah.
Hello. What do you look like when she opens the door?
Well,
Your Nosferatu?
I haven't got enough to obfuscate into Mask of Thousand Faces, have I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I do a Mask of a Thousand Faces thing because I don't want to scare the bejesus out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I say Chase has been damaged. I need help getting him in. Can you help me, please?
She doesn't say anything. She just comes and helps you quickly.
Yeah.
Helps you get him inside. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. She says, "What happened? What's going on?"
We found a Nosferatu hideout, or where they store their equipment. Unfortunately,
Nosferatu or Sabat, you mean?
Sabat, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
you're a
Sabat.
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Okay. She says, we should call Bella now. I'm gonna call her.
Okay.
And Bella, your phone rings. Now, at this point, Bella,
Mhm.
how long have you been at the party?
Probably for as long as all of this shit has happened.
Right, it's like 3 hours, 3
Yeah, I
hours.
think that's pretty good.
Okay, and who did you go with?
I went with Bobby with her bottom.
Okay, so at this point, you are being introduced to a few people. Have you've met Hank Cave?
Yep.
Okay.
He's there.
He drops in briefly to say hello.
I will also say hi.
Yeah. And he heads on off. He's just basically leaving when you get there. You meet. Do you know Theodore Dooley?
Yeah, we were introduced.
Yeah.
That's Hank's kid.
Right. So he's there as well, and they leave together as you're getting there. None of those people are there. None of those people. Oh, actually, Raymond Falcon is there, and he's playing a gig out on the balcony with some members of Baby Chorus.
Oh, awesome! Well, I'll cherry Ronan and Garwood. I won't flash this time, although it seems appropriate.
It does seem appropriate.
Okay, just a little flash.
Okay. Sophia is here. Brett Stryker is here. Of course, Annabelle is here.
Yeah.
Kathy Glens is here. Tasmosius is not here. Sharon and Michael Payne are here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know them?
I don't think she knows them.
Okay, so you will meet them now. And
hey,
by
nice
this point,
you.
you've come to you realize now that you never meet them at the same time in the same place. They're never in the same room at the same time. Sharon and Michael Payne. And Sophia may tell you that not to get involved with that shit because they've been fighting since the 1920s. And despite being married, they fucking hate each other.
Oh.
And they're both. Michael's actually Sharon's childer, but yeah.
Oh, I see. I won't touch that then.
Right. Bobby is here, as you know. Garwood, Marshall, Sophia, Annabelle, Michael, and Sharon Payne. Yeah, that's the party for now. But besides a bunch of ghouls.
I'm like the only gangrel here. I say to Bobby.
He looks around. He goes, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah." He goes, it used to be that some of you guys would come along. From time to time, we'd get like, I hope it's okay if I mention his name, Turris, and some of the boys from the Wolf Pack would come from time to time.
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah,
you
you won't
know,
be coming anymore.
I guess
I'm
not.
sorry.
Guess not. Yeah, never
Do you want
mind.
to? As I try and shrug it off and ask him if he wants to go swimming.
You want to go swimming?
Yeah. Well, she's just gonna hop in. Well, she takes
Sure.
off some of her clothes and then just
Why
hops
not?
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you go swimming. While you're swimming, you see your phone ringing from the seat.
Oh, okay. Swim over, hop up. Sorry. Dry my hands on my clothes. Answer the phone.
Zora's calling you.
Hello.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Are you there? This is Zora here.
Sorry, it's a
There.
bit loud. Yeah.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
I can. Just
Okay. There's a situation.
okay. What's the
Chase.
situation?
Chase is like unconscious. Like he can't. He's out. He's all burned up.
What the fuck? What
And
happened?
I've got one of your other friends is here from your coterie. He's also got a lot of burns, and they found a, what did you say it was? She turns to you, Barry.
A Sabbat cache.
They found a Sabbat cache, he says. But
I'll be right there.
Okay.
Well, I'll just
Click.
take care. Okay. Hangs up. And I hop back into my clothes.
Mhm.
And I say to Bobby, is there any chance you could give me a ride back?
Right now? Oh fuck. Okay, sure. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
We're in
So
trouble.
he gives you a ride back to the High Priestess. Right, and you go inside.
Thank you. I had so much fun.
It's okay, sure, fine. We'll see you around.
And yeah, she runs in. Okay, so I open the door. What is happening?
Right, Zora's there. Chase is there. Chase is on his back, on top of the, next to the fountain, on the counter by the fountain. I'm assuming. Barry, tell me if I'm wrong.
You are correct.
No, correct. Excellent.
Manil.
Manil doesn't seem to be here. He's not answering when you go around asking for him.
Shit. Okay. Let's just set him up somewhere. We'll take him upstairs and we'll try and wait it out, I suppose. Get him some blood.
All right.
I normally go for humans, so sorry, I normally go for animal, so finding human blood might be tricky. Wait, Jimmy's upstairs too, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Jimmy needs the blood though.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You guys there?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Just trying to think of ways to get blood without like actually going and potentially getting a human killed.
Right.
That would be bad. And also, I'm not like, I don't dominate people as spells.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a bit tricky.
What is Chase's humanity? Because this is going to affect how long he is in torpor.
I think it was 6.
Might have been 5. Oh, don't tell me it's 5. No, it's better than that. You're lucky, Chase. You're so lucky. You've got 7 humanity.
Okay.
7 humanity. That means you
2
are
weeks.
2 weeks in torpor.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna take, but we just gotta find him some blood and then see how it goes. I don't know what to do. Sorry.
Uh,
Should I go get some animals, or
I don't know. I mean, what happens? Can he drink it? Can he even drink it? What?
we feed it to him?
Okay, animal blood.
Well, that's kind of how I feed.
I see. Okay.
This means we don't kill anyone.
Peter is still here, though, isn't he? Out of game.
Barry.
Come in, Barry.
Peter's still here.
Okay. So is he saying anything? Is he involved in this at all?
He's like, okay. What does he know about what he needs in this situation?
Well, as far as
Before I open my mouth and say something that I wouldn't know.
Out of game, you know the following. Either he's going to be in torpor for as long as it takes for him to come back out of torpor, which depends on his humanity. And you don't know what his humanity is, so you've no idea. But it could be anywhere from 1,000 years to a day, depending on how fucking low his humanity is. If he has 0 humanity, it would be 1,000 years. The other thing that you know is that if he was to receive the blood of an elder, and I mean an elder, not just any fucking body, it could feasibly heal him more powerfully, but it would have to be somebody of, like 5th, maybe 6th, 5th or 4th generation, something like that.
Peter doesn't know about Manil.
Peter doesn't know about Manil. That is true. So, yeah.
Okay, people. What you need is, depending on his humanity, and I don't know what his humanity is, whatever that is. He could be out like this for ages and ages. I understand it's the lesser your humanity is, the worse it is.
What you also know is that he's not dead, right? Because if he's a vampire, and if he was dead, he would have turned to ash by now.
He's not dead, because he would have turned to ash by now. And does anybody know their local elder? And is he in about 6? Is he really old? Because that's what he needs if he wants to be up. Well, now. He needs the blood of an elder.
Okay. We can do that. But
we can do that.
Sure, we can find someone like that. Sure. I'm sort of playing off the fact I do know someone. Anyway, we need to get him blood for the time being, so I'm gonna go and look for some animals, then just try and feed that to him. Just gives him something. Okay, I'll be right back.
Where do you get these animals from?
I go out into the wild.
Okay. Into the wild.
It's the wild. Yes.
All right. This is Belladonna going into the wild. All right. Yeah. Whereabouts do you find the wild?
I will hop in my hippie van. And I will drive out to the wild. We've already been out to the wild. Like Yaryan is at the wild. Chicago is at the wild. So around that general area. All right. Yeah. Looking for animals.
Okay.
And I've turned into a wolf.
All right. And do you coax a bunch of animals back to your van, do you?
With my teeth.
With your teeth.
Yeah. I just bite into them and then like drag them back. And I start like stacking them up. I keep them alive for as long as I keep them alive. Yeah.
Keep them alive.
So I wound them and then put them all into my van. And then we'll drive them back to Chase's and then like wring them out like like a rag.
How long do you think this is going to take? Because this feels like a really long operation.
Okay, well, if I can find maybe one big creature, like a boar or something, then
can you make a perception alertness check as you're driving out this direction?
Right. 5.
You see a sign. You see a sign. There is a sign on the side of the road that says "Animal Control Unit."
I don't think I'm smart enough to understand what that means.
Well, they have like a small jail for animals that aren't supposed to be running around the city. You know,
Right. Like
dogs
dogs.
and cats and other things that aren't supposed to be running around the city. A lot of dogs, especially dogs, but also kittens, a few birds, the odd badger.
Okay, I could try them. I will
Yeah.
not be picking a dog. That's too close to me.
All right. I mean,
okay.
if you stop there and you go anywhere near the building, you'll be able to hear the animals. But you also know that it's literally
closed.
It's practically unguarded. Like there's the kennels out the back. You can see the kennels from the side. There's a security camera, but
This is gonna break my heart because I was like a vegetarian when I was human. This is the wrong person for the job. If it was Mercy, it would have been so much easier.
I know.
No, she's gonna go to the wild.
She goes to the wild.
Yeah, she feels. It's yeah.
Has she ever been hunting before, like animal hunting?
Yeah. She prefers.
She's a vegetarian.
To do that. Yeah, it's kind of like the animals in the shelters they're all like cats and dogs, you know, like household domestic cats or whatever. They've all grown up in the city, but being out in nature, it's kind of like that you're one with nature.
Okay.
So it's pretty much hunt or be hunted.
All right.
Or something, you know, the nature stuff. She's odd. Okay, she's odd.
Okay, so you're out looking for animals in the woods. You're
Yep.
planning to bring these animals back to an unconscious torpor vampire.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to do with this blood?
Feed it to him.
Out of game, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to do nothing. Like less than nothing.
Well, then in that case, why isn't Peter telling me that?
He doesn't know it, or he might.
But he just made a roll.
What did you roll, Barry?
I don't.
He made a roll saying, like he made a roll, and he learned a lot about being in torpor.
Did you mention the fact that you were going to go out for
Yeah, of course I did.
Well, you would know that.
Okay, I put you to a halt immediately. I go.
Okay, let's go back about 20 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
That was all in your mind.
Well, that's not going to work.
Okay, sweet.
That's not.
I won't do that. It seems like a big waste of time. Thank you.
It would be an excellent waste of time.
Thank you for bringing him back. Zora and I will look after him, okay? So what you can do is you can just go and rest off your own wounds. But we will handle this.
Fine. Okay.
So it's going to take you 3 nights to heal those injuries, and 3 willpower points as well, along with 3 blood points. Oh no, I lie. 15 blood points. It's 5 blood points and a willpower point per fucking
Whoosh.
I will be seeing you.
Per sunburn. Per dot of sunburn.
Okay.
So off you go. All right.
No.
So no. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
Obfuscate.
Obfuscate. All right.
Yeah.
And you stick around.
Suspicious now.
Okay.
I just told them that only an elder's blood, and they seem not as concerned as they should be concerned to me.
How is one supposed to be concerned for a person that's going to be asleep for
man,
weeks?
There's so many holes in this episode. I just realized there's another hole in this episode.
Oh my God.
How did you find this place? Actually,
exactly. No. How did he find it?
I told you how we did all that.
No, because it's hidden.
In one particular place, and
the high priestess is currently under the obfuscate.
I followed Mercy to the high priestess.
Mercy isn't here.
No, that's how I know where it is.
Yeah, but since then it's been obfuscated. Is my point.
I didn't bloody know that.
No, it's not your fault, Barry. I'm just trying to figure out why and how. So what I'll do is we'll say that because Manil went for a walk.
Okay.
He didn't obfuscate the place during
okay.
that period, okay?
But if it was obfuscated and I knew it was there, would I remember it was there?
You would end up getting
though...
lost. You'd be near the location, walking around in circles, going, "Where the fuck is this house? I knew this house was right here, but I can't find the house."
Oh, okay. Well, pretty much, if you want to do that, I can look around for a house that I can't find.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to make sure that we cleared it up because I don't want to. I want to make sure that it's clear that Neil does have this power, but at the same time, I don't want to waste our time as players either. So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Can it take the break yet?
We are taking a break. You want to take a break now? You could if you wanted to.
If you don't mind.
Is that all right with you, Mercy?
okay, so should we meet at like 6:35?
6:35.
6:30?
Sure. 6:30. 6:30 is fine.
Okay. See, then I've got to do Kath, you see.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No worries.
Okay.
Yeah. I've just got to work on that.
No worries. See you back here in an hour.
Okay. Goodbye.
See you then. Bye-bye.